This is the character design review show episode 4. And let's see our new card for today. This is Bear Boy, the very funny design, isn't he? Let's talk about his impeccable blood stickers. That's a bit weird. And he's wearing a pair of striped pants, I think. And he also has a little flower on top of his head. And he looks so confused, to say the least. Hey, for a comic relief design, it certainly is good. So, it gets a 5 out of 5 from me due to how much it makes me laugh, mentally speaking. So, let's move on to our next card. This is Bellsguard, the Beast of Incidents, and my god, her design had nothing going on for her besides for a few cute little quirky bits around her, but her general design looks awful. When I usually think of anything relating to Sloth, I'm usually thinking someone who barely moves all day and basically sits at their computer all day too. As a lot of things, like not boring to move, relying on other people to do the work for you, and other things, which is kind of weird because some of the designs of the aforementioned of the green faction are filled with people who also emphasize toward the opposite. So that means you got two different polarities. So Balgor's counterpart is probably going to soon come up at some point in this conversation, and her general designs suck. Why is it so bland? Why is it designed to make me feel like I'm ready to fall asleep? So hey, at least it runs with her theme of literal boredom, of laziness. So far, because of how lackluster it is, it's at least should get at least a 205. So let's move along to the next card. This is Bacon, who is a unsexualized design, thank God, because your head tendency to run through your sexualized or too cute to be true kind of problem with the cards. I kind of noticed. This especially applies for the casters who are all lackluster design-wise, and for some their concept could have been interesting if they went a little bit farther with them and stuff. So far, her design is strangely not wholeheartedly green. It barely utilizes the color in a real meaningful way. And so far, her design consists of a jacket, two mouth helmet, gloves that rocket off of her fist, and I can start to see her legs, which consists of shoes too. And she's pretty dang well protected too. That probably will protect from most certain injuries except for her torso, which I'm not quite sure if she's wearing a breastplate underneath that shirt or anything. And she also had prayer beads, and she has mostly golds and reds and oranges for her default color scheme, since it's really strange if you think about why is she considered part of the green clan in the first place, since she have very little color relation. Did they mix up something, or do she have anything to do with it? It's really hard to say. So far, due to how generally great design is, it gets a 5 out of 5. So let's move on to the next card. This is Bird Dog. What it says on the label, since the design seems to be a combination of vaguely Canary-esque plus Golden Retriever-esque design, with the back legs looking for a residue of a bird and front leg being residue of wings. Heck, it's only had poles in the back, and its tail looks really nice and long like a Labrador. So far, it's a relatively simple design, but it gets the job done, and it gets a 3 out of 5, I guess, due to it's really being simple and stuff. This is Boswell Monk. This is a card we're here to talk about for today. And what talks about her general design is very interesting. Her hair seemed to be an octopus, which seemed to be very interesting. Alongside weird looking fins coming out from her back or out from the fish itself. So how much of it is the fish and how much of that is her own hair is a mystery. And the rest of her isn't really too terribly special since it's just a one playing a lute and stuff on other things. So far it's the fact that the octopus original catch eye thing about it, so it's probably gonna get a 3 out of 5, you know. So let's move on to the next card. This is Bloom Lady, who is part of the Ref clan, or the Red group. Let's talk about her design. Let's start with her head. Her hair is long and pink with roses adorned on top of it, and her face is not what I call distinct at all. Seriously, I always suffer from the same face syndrome. I know I keep on repeating a dead horse at this point, but it is true. Let's move on to her costume because it's probably the most interesting thing since it's a kimono that is pink that has a purple belt and quite flowy to say the least. So, yeah. And also, lots of roses everywhere, like it says on the label, you know. So far, the design gets a 3 out of 5, probably due to certain design elements stopping it and stuff. So, let's move on to the next card. This is Fantastic Lily, and it's what it says on the layer. I think it's a type of tiger lily, I believe, if I had to go off from the general design. Also, it's really, really colorful and stuff, but yet it works for some reason. So it gets a 5 out of 5 from me, I guess. So let's move on to the next card. This is the Bouncing Perfume, which is a perfume ball that is covered by gold and had diamond patterns and some form of gold, what you call it. So far it's originally the design doesn't even use the color pink barely at all, unless you count the little white windows thing will vaguely have a pinkish hue. So like it says on the label, it's a perfume bottle. And I'm not really sure what to think about it from a design standpoint, and not really too special, and not really too anything, really. It's a 2 out of 5 due to apathy, really, because it's just a perfume ball, for goodness sakes. This is Brain Eraser, which is our card for today. So far, the card consists of a green eraser with a white bottom, a white one with a red bottom, and a vaguely pinkish purple one with a little flower on top. So far, all 3 of them really illustrate the ultimate point of the brain eraser idea. It's the idea to erase one's mind away of bad thoughts and memories and all certain things. And so far, all 3 complementary to color palettes very well, even if it doesn't use the signature color of blue, if at all. So it's a 4 out of 5, I guess, in my case, since they're not really pulling very strongly from me and other things. And so far, let's